Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Some days back, Bola Tinubu, the flag bearer of APC, visited Enugu and Southeastern State, of which he made some statements that some persons see it as derogatory to a particular set of people. But he actually was really campaigning, really. But it didn't end there. He also said to visit the late Ojukwu's wife to solicit for her support and also the support of her people, who happen to be the Southeasterners. Well, Bianca Ojukwu have decided to give a response to his request. Don't forget that Peter Obi is also the son of the soil from Southeast, and technically speaking, she has also given endorsement to Peter Obi, technically speaking. But you're going to find out what she told Bola Tinubu in plain terms, okay, which she has made public, and also what a certain group of Ndibos have decided to tell Bola Tinubu after what he said on a live rally really in Enugu. You're going to see the video to understand where we're coming from. Watch the video. What Bola Tinubu said that is generating all these reactions.
But nobody will give all of you any credit. You are working hard, you are sweating now. We want you to sweat well for this party until you deliver victory. Until Bola Tinubu became the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, sir. We will not give you but a slight clap or a Sh0ck slice of bread. But nobody will give all of you any credit. You are working hard, you are sweating now.
All right, welcome back. And let's find out what Bianca Ojukwu said to Bola Tinubu after his visitation to her home. Well, according to the news, Bianca Ojukwu, the wife of late Igbo leader Bianca Ojukwu, Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, in her message to the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, stated that Igbos need justice, equity, and inclusiveness in Nigeria. She made this known while receiving a delegation from the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who visited her at her family's GRA government residential area, Enugu residence. In her message, she noted that most Nigerians are looking forward to a new government which will change the already established norms in the country. Bianca Ojukwu stated that the Southeast are looking forward to a government that will bring about security and a government that will alleviate the sufferings of the people. She said, and I quote her, "Of course, Ndibo are looking for equity, fairness, and inclusion, which we have not really been accorded by the Nigerian political class. And this is the message I would want you to take back to the presidential candidate of the Progressive Congress." This is not an outright no, but it's not far from no. Saying if you're talking about inclusiveness, Ndibo, technically speaking, have not ruled, so give us that ruling. But now, after that video you just saw in a moment about what Bola Tinubu said to Ndibos, this is what Pan-Igbo Socio-Political Pressure Group, so Southeast Revival Group, SERG, has got to say. They have actually knocked Asiwaju Bola Tinubu over recent comment purported against Ndibo. This is it, literally. They said SERG has knocked Asiwaju Bola Tinubu over a recent comment purportedly against Igbo, saying the All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate had already lost the election, has already lost the support, rather, of Ndibo in the forthcoming election. SERG described the Sh0ck sliced bread statement by Tinubu as taking deep-seated hatred for the Igbos too far, adding that the words were beyond mere insult, as some would be made to believe. A signed statement yesterday by National President Chief Willie Ezeogu quoted the presidential flag bearer as saying, until Bola Tinubu becomes the president of Nigeria, we will not give you but a soaked, sliced bread. It's quite witty. The statement reads, and I quote him, the insinuation that Igbo will languish in longer marginalization unless Tinubu becomes president is an acknowledgement that the APC deliberately skimmed out the Southeast region since 2015. Tinubu's comments represent a refreshed version of President Muhammad Buhari's comment that he would not treat the Southeast equally with the North that voted for him. These comments by APC presidential candidate are an expression of the party's disdain for the Southeast region. Recall also that several sources have revealed that in build-up to the APC presidential primary election, Bola Ahmed Tinubu as an aspirant boycotted Southeast delegates of his party, saying campaigning in the Southeast was a waste of time. True to his words, he never wasted his time reaching out to his party's delegates in the region, yet they voted massively for him, either by hook or by crook. SERG noted further that he is taking his disregard for the Southeast too far when his anointed governor, Babajide Rashid Fashola, deported Igbo from Lagos State and dumped them at the Onitsha Bridgehead in the middle of the night. Where was Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu when his ally and the Oba of Lagos threatened Igbo that would drown in the lagoon if they voted against his preferred candidate? Where was Tinubu's voice as a Democrat? A Tinubu presidency will be a disaster as he has continued to exhibit distinguished characteristics of not only a civilian dictator but also a religious bigot masquerading as a liberal Islam. His choice of running mate is a deliberate expression of his real self as having no regard for other tribes and religion. And now he blew the final whistle that signaled the climax of what he has against the Southeast region. We also monitor the report indicating that Tinubu's feelings for the Southeast also rubbed off on the traditional institution as some highly embarrassed Enugu traditional rulers led by State Chairman of Traditional Rulers Council, Igwe Lawrence Agubuzu, were snubbed, disrespected, and insulted by the APC presidential candidate after arriving several hours after waiting several hours for his arrival. Can Tinubu openly snub an Oba in Southwest or an Emir in the North? All right, you have heard what SERG said. I think it's a socio-cultural, socio-political group from the Southeast. They took their time in tabling all the, should I use the word atrocities, or all the activities done by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they looked at it with open bewilderment, and it's a case of they do not believe that this is actually happening to them. From the time the presidential primaries held, he had a lot of talks with other regions. Southeast was really not a problem. Personal opinion, I feel that the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu now is coming towards Southeast is because the table have changed. There's a game changer. The president of Peter Obi came in and is distorting the status quo. Nobody believed that there will be a tsunami movement for Peter Obi, where a lot of youth, a lot of Nigerians registered like never before just to change the narrative. They wanted a change, a positive change in the person of Peter Obi. They've been listening to him on and on and on, and they see competence and integrity in him. Hence, they're going in to vote for him. If not for the fact that Peter Obi was the one that changed, there was a catalyst that changed the whole equation. Just maybe the Southeast may not have been campaign. They won't have any campaign coming into the Southeast. Maybe they won't. They probably must have been ignored because it would have been a case of a win-win. It would have been a case of predictable win just between the ruling party and the main opposition, which is PDP. But Peter Obi happened. LP came into full. Kongwaso happened also, and it's also dragging some. It's probably going to grab a lot of votes, especially in Kano, where he is from. Though Ganduje is the governor of Kano State, but Kongwaso have stronghold in Kano, so it's going to be a strong fight. So any way you can get your strength, even if it means that same Southeast you literally ignored at the beginning to give you that edge of 25%, so be it. And that's probably one of the reasons why he's going down to Southeast to campaign, because in the build-up of the elections, build-up of the primary elections, he totally ignored Southeast delegates. But now he's going there, and even going there to speak things that really will not really edify or promote him better. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on the standpoint of Bianca Ojukwu? I feel that she didn't say a yes to his endorsement, but was technically sending a message that we need equity and justice, and I think it's time for the Indians. She didn't say that literally, but she insinuated that technically. Let's listen to that.